What's up, Planko fans? This is Jasmine.
And I'm Michael.
And you're watching M&J Games. Today we're looking at a mini park. This is a park that's still a work in progress by Sonomatic 14. This park is called Mistress Manor. Manor?
I'd say Manor, probably.
Manor. And in the description, he says, Mistress Manor is a spooky park home to the most fantastic and terrible women in fiction and nature. Ride Voltress, a huge, realistic, and well-themed dive coaster, and the centerpiece of the park. Go on a dangerous road trip through the dark forest on Witch's Turnpike, spin the web of Black Widow, and enjoy fine dining with a dark twist at Blood Banquet. There's more to come in this park.
Alright, so as you can see, very well lit up at night. That's one of the things, and I know you've taken some inspiration from how this creator does his parks, is just how well he constantly lights up his parks.
Yes, and he did tell us that this is a park that's only supposed to be an evening park. So, but he always does a good job with his lighting, and we've done a few of his park tours before. He did the Flora and Fauna Park, and what was the other one? Island something.
Island Expo.
Island Expo. So we're familiar with Sonomatic's work, but this looks a little bit different from what he normally does, at least so far. But this definitely looks like his style with the lighting and the colors.
For sure. Well, I love this first drop right here. And one thing already that I can tell that's unique, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I believe most dive coasters hold you there at the edge, but it's pretty cool how he's varied it up a little bit, where instead of it holding at the top for about 3 seconds, it just goes and drops you. So as you can kind of see, that's obviously the main attraction of the park. And I mean, he's built bigger coasters before, like hasn't built any that are necessarily massive, but this to me looks like one of the larger scale ones that he has made. So yeah. I mean, as you can see, these large loops, and then it goes in the ground. I mean, just looks fantastic. And so like Jasmine said, this is a work in progress, so it's going to continue to be worked on. But we want to go ahead and check it out so far, since it was on the workshop, and we want to make sure and show everybody what this creator's doing. So he does a good job too. He doesn't do cattle pin cues, and he kind of always varies up his cues.
Yeah, and that's something that I've attempted to do, but sometimes I'm just lazy and I just do the cattle pin. Yeah.
Well, look how this flat ride's lit up. I mean, that's really cool. This one was called Black Widow, and I mean that little bridge is fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's got the leveled columns, or not columns, but the level, whatever you want to call those circular building pieces.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what those would be called.
Yeah, but it looks awesome. And then obviously with every view, you get the coaster in the background.
Yeah.
Which is just fantastic. So let's go back down here, and I like all the trees. Oh, we get is that a car ride?
Oh, okay. They're going pretty fast.
Yeah, they're hustling and bustling through there. I like this. Yeah, I guess you're using a tree to kind of block up that spot. I honestly, right there, I'd put a rock down too, or something, just to kind of hide that.
The little curb.
Yeah, hide that curb area. Because I love trees like this in the pathway. I just would do something that would totally hide the curb. And right away we see.
This looks cool. Yeah. That kind of reminds me of your ride that you had in
Canyon Valley.
Was it Canyon Valley, where you had a dive coaster that was red too? Yeah. But and it like went down under in a tunnel.
Gosh, that looks awesome.
Oh.
I was not expecting that. I don't want to ruin anything. So let's see. Death Toll. Yeah, this ride looks awesome. I'm super excited for this flat ride, if we can ever find the entrance to it, because it looks really good. And there's the coaster. Yeah,
that's cool.
Really well done. So it looks like that's the station to the coaster. So this maybe is more like a haunted type park.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
said it was a spooky park.
yeah. So, oh, Turnpike. Which is Turnpike?
Okay.
Oh, that's cool too. You got the coaster going right underneath the path.
That's
I
nice.
love path interaction, so that's
Yeah.
really well done. And I mean, just look how massive that initial Sidewinder is.
Oh, and look at the water. Did you see the water on the other side?
It's got like a waterfall coming in.
Yeah.
Let's go look at that real quick. That's really cool. Oh, so it's supposed to be like it's coming over from the other side, potentially, or something.
Oh, yeah.
Would be
Yeah,
my
that's
guess.
nice.
Yeah, that looks cool. Really, really well done. Well, one thing too that I like about this creator is every one of his parks is a different style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like his first park had a lot of foliage, a lot of terrain change and stuff. Had a lot of coasters. His second one was more. It had like two parts to the park. There was one
Futuristic park,
Yeah.
or side, and then
Madagascar type, or not?
yeah.
Was it Madagascar?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought that was an elephant at first. When I got up close, I just saw it right there. I was about to say, did he create an elephant? No. He did create a alligator
little
one
gator,
time.
yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, so this looks awesome. So let's pause it so that we... Oh, I like the color of the cars there. Which is Turnpike. Of course we... There we go.
That's cute. Whoa. That was really cute.
Oh yeah, and definitely went a little fast, but I think it wasn't too fast. Before we got on, I was like, oh man, they look like they're going at breakneck speed for it being a car ride. But yeah, it's that's fun. A lot of theming to it. Let's do the overhead view.
Yeah, that's really creative to have like it made it seem like the car was going to go one way and then it went a different way off course.
And then just all the different signs and stuff, like exit right, you've got the death toll, exit right again. So just there's a lot of, I mean, this must have taken a while to kind of come up with everything. And then once again, you've got the coaster coming over the top of it, which is pretty cool, kind of right into that, I don't know what it's called when it's a reverse. Like basically, if you go, it's like a reverse Immelman. But I forget the name for it. Where instead of the half loop first and then rolling out, you roll into it and then you do the loop. I forget the name of that.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know.
No. Although a lot of the names for coaster inversions make sense, which is really kind of cool where they come from.
Got this little pond with the water lilies. That's pretty.
And with the coloring and how he's using some lights that are hidden, it looks like the water's really blue. So that's a really cool touch. And I think the lights that he used in this are perfect. And so we'll get on the coaster, but we'll kind of do that one last because it looks like we've got a blood banquet. Oh, that's kind of cool using this.
Oh, that's pretty.
This whatever those bushes are. Oops, sorry about that.
They're like tropical red bushes or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
is that
I
too
like
short?
this.
I guess he's probably tested it to make sure. Yep. Okay, never mind.
It just feels short.
Yeah, maybe because we're a little bit lower than normal. Yeah, this is really cool. I'd probably just put some kind of fencing here. You know, I know you normally don't need fencing because of it, but you can do like the I just wonder how this would look. I'm just not trying to tell you what to do, Sonomatic. Just I just want to check it out and see, because I feel like with your style, I mean, you could go for some of the iron fencing with the kind of the little arrows on top, or you could even do something like one of these ornate fences, or you know, like a Victorian fence or something like that. But yeah, just some kind of little fence there. But man, this is really cool and detailed.
Mm-hmm. Where does it go?
I don't know. That's what we'll find out. Oh, it's a.
Oh, it's a restaurant.
I guess we should have known from the term banquet as part of it. But that's a cool building.
Yeah, I like that.
Only 258 pieces to make up that building. Not bad. So it does feel very kind of majestic there at the back.
Well, it reminds me of that because he, in his island, what was it, Island Expo? Is that what you said the name of it was? And the other park called Island Expo, he had made like a castle. But it had it was like a rainbow castle, and it was really, really cool. It wasn't a hotel, but it was for one of the track rides.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like without further ado, we should ride the coaster.
Yeah.
So if we can find where the wherever you get on the coast, wherever the entrance is, there it is. So it's Voltress. So instead of walking through the whole queue, we'll kind of go through part of it. But I like how it's kind of like part of a graveyard.
Yeah.
And you got these vultures.
I didn't even know we had graveyard pieces in the game. I've never seen them used before.
Yeah, they're in the spooky pack. You've also got like coffins and you can do like coffins that open up. Yeah, I mean that's just a majestic coaster right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you did it well enough to where you've got all these massive supports, but it doesn't, like, you don't really notice them too much, you know? Oops, other than that one that's right there on the screen. Yeah, really, really good job. Really like that queue. Uh-oh. Alright, so...
Oh, this looks cool. I like this station.
Yeah, this station is definitely cool. So let's pause that. Let me see real quick. Haunted house roof, okay. I didn't know that's what the haunted house roof looks like from below.
Go back to the outside, because it's like all the pieces are crooked and stuff.
Yeah, it's really well done. Yeah, that's awesome. Now, one thing that you can do real quick, I know Maddie showed this in one of his videos. If you have some little, whatever that's called, where, I don't know why the pieces have to do that. You can just split it from building and then just slightly shift it.
With the flashing.
Yeah, and you can't even tell that it shifted a different way. Yeah. And so then it stops flashing. So I know Maddie talked about that in one of his tutorial videos that he did, or Iron Maddie. But that's a good job picking up on that, because I mean, I don't know how I didn't pick up on the fact that it's crooked.
That was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, and then you got the gargoyles. That's really cool. Really cool touch. It reminds me of that old, in the old Roller Coaster Tycoon, they had like a crooked house flat ride that you could have the guests go into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like Spooky is one that we don't see too often either. So. Yeah,
I feel like, I don't know where we should ride this. Should we ride front bumper, or should we? This is a dive coaster, maybe we should just ride actually in the middle of it.
There I think that'll work.
So max speed 93 miles per hour. Vertical G's are a little bit higher than normal, or than you'd want to see. So that's probably just like a little bit sharper of a incline at one point or something. So now biggest drop 82 meters. So wow, that's close to a giga. Getting close to a giga, not quite. So definitely a hyper coaster.
What are your thoughts?
I think that's the best coaster he's made.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's made a lot of really good coasters. I think this just honestly blows them all out of the water. I think it's a phenomenal coaster. It's a little bit longer than most dive coasters in real life, but I really like that because most dive coasters will have big drop. You've got like an Immelman or something like this. Then you might have a curve. Then you have the brake section. And then you might have something kind of like this afterwards, but it's really not much.
Yeah. So
there's a lot more to this, which is really cool. What do you think?
No, I liked it, and I like that he had the music going on it.
Yeah, I always forget to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like people forget about adding music to rides, but they really do help with the theming and just whatever the feel is that you're going for.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was a great coaster. Large first drop. It kind of came to a jolting stop near the end. But I think overall everything was fantastic. The 0G roll was great, and
I feel like it slowed down on the end. I don't know. Let's look at it when it comes back.
Yeah, I mean either way, it's
because it kind of slowed down on that curve, doesn't it? Maybe not. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
But I mean, then again, you kind of have to. I mean, he had to put in a block section, and so. To make it work. But I mean, that's one of the most unique stations I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before.
That's really, really well done. That takes some imagination to do that.
Yeah,
that's
for
impressive.
Sure. And just how the coaster goes underground at multiple points.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, really good job on that.
Yeah, that's the support. Yeah, it goes underground there, and then later. Yeah, the only thing I would say is where you've got there's a couple parts where you can see one of the lights kind of sticking out, like right there. And so I would just, because if you just push it in, oh, did I copy him? Let's do advanced move.
Oh, there must be two there then.
Must be two of them. Yeah, so I would personally I would just move them in to where they're kind of hidden. I mean, the light still stays the same, but that way they're kind of hidden a little bit. That's just my suggestion, but I think this is a fantastic coaster. One of the best dive coasters I've seen in the game.
Yeah.
So, really, really well done. But any final thoughts?
No, I'm just excited to see what else he does with it. I think this is going to be really cool, and I definitely really like the spooky feel to it, but I also like that it's not a dark park. So I mean, I feel like if you have like horror kind of themes, a lot of people make everything dark. This is very well lit, and it's still spooky and has a spooky feel. So good job, Sonomatic.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning, he does have a YouTube channel. So make sure to go check it out. The link is in the description as well, and where he posts videos about his park and so forth. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your day.
See you next time.